Hey, 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 welcome back to my channel. It is Christian here, and you're tuned in for more of my 2 cents. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. We're growing. We're almost at the 300 mark, and I just can't, I would like to thank, this is my award, I would like to thank all of y'all who hit subscribe. Like, some of y'all may not like me. Some of y'all may love me. Some of y'all may be like, oh, I'm going to hit this button just so I can see what she say next. And I want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all so very much. I mean, I could not have done it without you, and you. Okay? You too, Harafe Boo. But no, for real though. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the 2 cents journey and community here. I have found this to be a great little sounding board. You know, consistency for me. I love a good challenge. I am trying to be consistent in a lot of different areas of my life. And so far, my marriage, my motherhood, my business, and this channel is what I'm keeping up with. Okay? Consistently. I'm not letting this fall by the wayside. And I'm proud of myself. I'm super duper proud of myself because that says a lot when you got as much going on as I do. And I'm sure you guys do too. So I'm grateful to probably be a part of your week, your day, your routine, when you guys plug in your AirPods or whatever, and you're like, oh my gosh, she uploaded a new video. I hope I bring joy to your day, because that's what I be trying to do, okay? Yes, indeed, by batch creating. So let's get into our first 3 points before we start talking about the topic of today. Number 1, you're not alone. Number 2, you're not crazy. And number 3, God, your creator, still loves you. Boo-doo-be-doo-boo. Okay, so today it's going to be a fun video, a little light-hearted as I go down memory lane and remember the nights that I spent on the floor underneath pews praying for you. No, I was not praying for you. I was being abused as a child, forced to sleep on the floor during shut-ins. Shut-ins. You may be like, Christian, what is a shut-in? That's what I would like to know. What was we doing it for? Okay, I am 34 years old now, and I don't know why my mama had us in shut-in. But let's talk about it. So growing up in the Black church, every 4th Friday, I believe it was, we had shut-in at church. And this was when those who wanted to come would come and pray and tarry all night. Shout out to Lionel Richie. All night long, all night, all night. That's what it was giving. But it was no shoulder moving. There was no body rolling. There was no shirts buttoned down to the middle of the chest giving energy. It was very much crying out, moaning and groaning, utterances, right? Tongues going forth without interpretations, prophetic speaking, demon casting, pulling down of strongholds, right? Some of y'all feeling tickling your spirit right now, like, ooh, girl, I need one of them. No, you don't. You don't need to go shut-in. You don't need nobody to lock the door on your ass. You don't need that. What you need is to sit down, focus, meditate, pray, clear your mind, spend some time getting aligned so you can shine. There you go. Yes, come in, everybody. Come on, this is what we do. Shut-ins for me were horrible. I wanted to cry when those Fridays would come. And we would have to get blankets, right? We would have to pull our blankets and our comforters together, our pillows. No snacks. No snacks. And this is what gets me. There would be Friday night services. And after Friday night service, then we would go to the car. See back there? We go to the car to get our blankets and pillows for the second portion. Now, you would think that as a 7, 6, 5, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old, you would be going to sleep because you're a child. You're only here because your parent can't leave you at the house. No, you were expected to stay awake as well. I know we were. And when we did go to sleep after first watch, because this is the crazy thing, they broke it down in segments. Like it was people over the praying. Like church, the night, the evangelistic service, because on Friday was evangelistic nights where the pastor didn't preach. He was there, but the evangelists would take turns on those Fridays preaching. So the evangelist for that chosen Friday would speak from 7 to say 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Then you have a little break in between where everybody talk, mingle. Some people got to leave, and I'd be so jealous of the people that got to leave. I would be so mad at the kids that did not have to stay the night on the floor. It was giving very much children under the stairs. Okay? I ain't had no choice because my mother was an evangelist and we were not going home. Okay, y'all may be like, girl, is you okay? No, I'm not. I'm not okay. This is therapy for me. What I'm talking about with you is therapeutic. Your girl is scarred. I am scarred. Very much getting scarred. I might throw away all of my loose blankets right now. If it ain't on the bed, put it in the trash. Because I don't want nobody to think they can walk up in here and force me to take a blanket to church and sleep on the floor tonight. I don't like that. I didn't like it then. And when people would leave after Friday night service, be like, you staying for shut-in? No, girl, I'm going home. And I'm like, shit, I don't want to go too. But I knew my mom was going to be the faithful servant, faithful to the Lord, faithful to the floor. She was faithful to the floor. You hear me? And okay, it was a lot of, oh, God, yes. Yeah, Lord. Oh, God. Yeah, Lord. It was a lot of that going on while I was trying to sleep. I'm 7, I'm 8, I'm 9, I'm 11, I'm 12, I'm 15. I should be at the skating rink. Okay? I should be dancing to faith. I never knew there was a love like this before. Dun, 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 dun. But instead, I was on the floor. Okay? No mystical. Get on the floor. The feeling's right. Chill. Sing it. That wasn't me. I wasn't on that floor. I was on the floor. Lying down. Under a pew. Trying to get away from the bright lights because they didn't turn the lights off in church on shut-in because it wasn't meant for you to sleep. So you would have some people over the hours because you prayed until the sun came up, and shut-in would be from like 9 or 10, from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. or to 6 p.m. because it would be like the break of dawn when we would leave out of church. And this is when we would get excited because we knew my mom was going to make pancakes after every shut-in. We knew my mom was making pancakes after every shut-in. And if she had to stop by the store to get the Eckrich sausage or the bacon, we was excited. Because we was like, boom, we suffered, but joy cometh in the morning. Weeping did endure for the night. Because there was times when they would come and shake us. When we would sleep on the floor, they would come and shake us to wake us up. Kids, y'all, wake us up out of our sleep to pray. They never gave us the microphone. I'm so glad they did because I don't know what I would have said. It wouldn't have been... It wouldn't have been meaningful. They would have thought I was a whole little sinner because I wouldn't have known what to say. Like, why are you waking me up at 2 o'clock in the morning to pray? What are we doing? It's giving cultish. Okay? Very much I can taste Warren Jeffs. I don't like it. Get away from me with that. So yes, that was shut in. What is it for? It is definitely for you to consecrate yourself and just cry out to God all night long on behalf of all things. Prayer requests, health, deliverance, just tarrying for God. Just tarrying. We're just here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. There were no choices. I could not go stay at a friend's house. I could not go stay at my grandma's house. My mama took all 4 of us to shut in with her, and we stayed there until the morning. There were some people who would come and stay probably till like midnight, and then they would leave. But we were always there until 6 a.m. There was no leaving for us. There was no leaving. And my next question, who did it help? It didn't help me. I was a child. I didn't understand these things. And, I get it when, and I've said this before, as a child, you're really forced into the belief system and you're indoctrinated from childhood to adapt to and accept the practices of your parents. You would not fathom taking your children out of the house right now at 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. to lie on floors to pray all night. You would not even think that was normal. But it was for us. And I get it that when you feel like this is what God requires and this is what brings you closer to your creator and to salvation, you want to exercise and be a part of these things. But then when you realize that you could have prayed at home all night if you wanted to as an adult and let your children rest, right? But this is cultural. This is African-American church culture where people just do these things. And I don't know what the heritage is. I don't know where it comes from, y'all. Y'all drop down in the comment section below and tell me if you know where shut-in came from. Did our ancestors do it? Like, where does shutting in comes from? Because they would lock the door. So I need to be very clear with y'all. They locked the doors. And I don't know if it was because that's a part of shut-in or because we was in Gary. But I'm pretty sure it got something to do with both of them. Okay? BOFFUM, both of them. Some was there, but we definitely was locked in the church. And when new people was coming, like there would be, like I said, there would be people to leave. A deacon would walk them to the back to unlock the door, let them out if they left at midnight. People that didn't stay the whole time. And then if people came, like we had people that worked in the mill. We had deacons that worked in the mill and things like that. And it's crazy how vivid my memories are because I was a child and I didn't want to be there. Okay. So I didn't block the trauma. I just remember specifically because I'm disgusted. It's giving never again. Never will I ever. And so when other people would come, like late in the midnight hours, shout out to Fred Hammond, God's gonna turn it around, they would knock on the door. So another deacon, would then go to the door to make sure of who it was. Because again, Gary, Indiana, look it up. It ain't the safest, but it is from where Michael Jackson from. Another deacon would go to the door to let the next, whoever was coming in, would let that person in or whatever safely. So there were no wanderers on the streets over there, from the streets coming into the church. Because you have a church who has its lights on at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. It didn't make sense. It didn't. So who did it help? I guess it helped those who needed to cry out to get a release and feel better. But for me as a child, I literally was just in it because I had to be. My mama wasn't leaving me and my siblings at home. That's where we were going to be. And that's what we did. It was no basketball games for us. We should have been at home sleep safely in our beds. But instead we were on the floor. Upset that we couldn't go to sleep because we knew that within an hour we were going to get awakened to get up and pray. To get on our knees. To cry out to God. And I don't know for what. To this day. I'm going to have to ask Mama when I talk to her. I'm going to call her after this video. I should be like, Mom, why were we in shut-in? What were we supposed to do as children's? With an S, no apostrophe. What were we supposed to do as children's? Nothing. You just made us go because you were going. And my last question, was it necessary? That's what I just said. I want to know. Shout out to Joe. I want to know why we had to go. I like to know. I like to know. I want to know. But I don't think there are a lot of shut-ins nowadays. I don't think this new generation going for it. No. People really understand that I can seek the Lord at the crib. Right? Okay. Some of these things in church, I've talked about in other videos about cultish behavior. Some of these things make sense to some people when they're in it, but when they get out of it, they realize that was totally weird. That was totally unnecessary. That did not serve a purpose. Why did I even agree to do that? It's like stuff that if you said it to other people outside of yourself or your circle or organization, they would look at you like you were crazy. Like, girl, y'all was doing what? Like, we was getting locked in the church on the floor praying all night. From 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. One blanket, one pillow, no snacks, no breaks, no waters. And don't get up and go downstairs and think you finna play in the church basement. Because they had mothers of the church coming down there walking around praying and anointing everything. The classroom, the Sunday school room doors with oil and all of that. So you couldn't gather as youth and talk or nothing. Because you was under the pews. Trying to avoid having to pray. So that's my experience in the Black church, y'all. Like, I know I'm not the only one. If you all have ever experienced a shut-in as a kid, don't get on this video talking about how it edified the body, because I ain't never seen it edify nobody. Okay? I think my mom and them enjoyed it. I really do think they did. I didn't. And for me, it was low-key traumatizing because I wanted to be in my bed. I did not feel like I should have been subjected to that. But who are me to have a voice? I am a child. Nobody cares about that. Go sit down, shut, pray. Okay, so that's the video for today, you guys. If y'all enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. We would love to add you to our 2 cents crew. Until the next video, we'll see you next time. Bye.